Hi, Cliff Break from Beck Systems. So, we're talking about the next generation embedded Linux build systems, and one of the decisions we've made is to use a terminal user interface, or a TUI, for the UI of our build tool. So why do we do this? There's lots of ways to implement user interfaces. We could do a web app, we could do a native app, and those are arguably much more powerful and more capable, but there's trade-offs, and let's talk about those. So a lot of us, we already live in the terminal, so we might run our Helix or VIM editor, and we can quickly, find files that we want. We may use the YASI file manager, and this allows us to quickly jump through our build directories, look at things, and jump into our editor. So YASI is configured to jump into editor whenever we select a file. We also have lazy git, and let's just go up to our... So this is the way we do I do most of my Git stuff these days. Let's see. So the other thing I use a lot is LEJ, which is a terminal multiplexer. So this allows me to save terminal sessions. It allows me to open up the same terminal session in multiple terminals. It allows me to open up a terminal session on another computer. So for instance, I'm actually logged into my workstation from my laptop right now, and I just simply attach to this terminal session, and it brings up what it saved. I can have multiple tabs, I can create more, I can rename them. So I could have various tabs and name them nicely. So this gives you a little bit of background. We can add more windows. We can rearrange how they're laid out and so on. So all these things, all of our tools are kind of already in the terminal. Our editor, our file management. There's tools like ripgrep. So if we want to find all the files that have libc in them, let's see, that didn't work. Okay, so it may be ignoring stuff, but anyway, there's yeah, because basically it was watching the git ignore. So anyway, this is the terminal. So anyway, our choice to use a TUI, if we start up Yo, we're in the same environment that all these other tools live in. So if I want to edit this this unit, I just press the E key, and I'm jumped right into my Helix editor, and this is the editor I use for everything else, so I'm already there. If I want to shell into the build directory, I just press the $, boom, I'm into a shell. Now I can run YASI and go look through the files. So the terminal environment is not necessarily that it's the best or the most powerful user interface for a single purpose, but it integrates with all the other tools. And I have an infinite number of powerful tools available to me that are useful for programmers. And the way the Yo TUI is written and the toolkit we use allows us to quickly and easily integrate with all these other tools as well. So it's really all about speed. One other fact with the terminal tools is we mostly rely on keyboard shortcuts to do everything. So my hands rarely leave the keyboard, and this allows me to move very fast and not spend a lot of time mousing around and finding windows and so on. So it's in summary, it's all about speed. It's about integration with the rest of my toolkit. And while it's a constrained environment, limited to, you know, characters on a black screen, it also is very powerful because it's fast, it's keyboard driven, and I can quickly get around and do the things I need to do. So that's a bit on the terminal and why we find that useful. Thanks.